They moved me about a lot. Different rooms, different prisons, depending on who was doing the interrogating and what methods they wanted to use. There's quite a lot of muscle. Electrical, most of it. Yes, movement. Cars, lorries, corridors, cells. Once in a plane, I was hooded for it and passed out soon after takeoff. Punished for that. I think I was in Russia part of the time.
Would you like to stretch your legs?
Might help. They went straight to the heart of it. Why did Control go it alone? What did he hope to achieve? His comeback, I said. I got a laugh. The tin pot information about Checo military emplacements wouldn't get him a square meal at his club. So, I said, maybe poor old Control was losing his grip. That bored them. Back to the cooler. Punished again. You know, I hoped I'd go mad. And no, they knew how to stop that. They left me alone for a couple of days. Got me ready for the long one. That was when I gave them what they wanted.
It's a matter of health as much as anything.
Yes, you don't break exactly. You just run out of stories to tell. I'd reached the point where the things I'd locked away deep down were the only things coming into my brain. That was when I told them about Control's charts on Stevchik.
And also about Control's rotten apple theory.
Yes, the mole. The code names we'd worked out for Control's suspects. Tinker, Percy Allaline. Tailor, Bill Hayden. Soldier, Roy Bland. Poor man, Toby Esterhazy. Beggar man, George Smiley.
What was the reaction?
He thought for a bit. Then he offered me a cigarette.
Who did?
What? Oh, sorry. By this stage, there was some frosty, bearded fellow left. Seemed to be a head boy. Just him and a couple of guards standing back a bit while he made his kill. I hated that damn cigarette.
Why?
It was a foul American thing. Camel, actually. I remember the packet.
Did he smoke them?
Never stopped.
And was that the end of it?
More or less, yes.
I have to know everything, Jim.
The rest was just gossip. He wanted to know a lot of circus tittle-tattle, who was going up, who was going down, a lot of tripe.
About what? Who?
Bland, how much was he drinking? Esterhazy, how could anybody trust a man who dressed like that? A lot of tripe.
What did he say about me?
He showed me a cigarette lighter. Said it was yours. Present from Anne, with all my love, her signature engraved.
Did he tell you how he came by it?
Some confrontation years ago, said you'd remember.
Anything else? Oh, come on, Jim. I'm not going to weaken at the knees just because some Russian hoods made a bad joke about me.
He reckoned that after Bill Hayden's fling with her, she might care to redraft the inscription. I told him to his face he could go to bloody hell. You can't judge Bill by things like that. He's got different standards.
He was certainly never one for regulations.
And you were never one to see him straight. That's it. Everything.
Bill made a huge fuss about your repatriation. He said any price was fair to get one loyal Englishman home. I remember his verdict on Control's handling of Testify, the most incompetent operation ever launched by an old man for his dying glory, and Jim Prideaux paid the cost of it.
Proud of your memory, aren't you?
Did you see Bill at all after you got back?
No?
Your oldest, closest friend?
I was in quarantine, wasn't I?
Well, yes, but never mind. Let's just go over your debriefing at Sarat to wrap it up. Were the Inquisitors sympathetic or not?
Never appeared. No questions at all. I was in limbo, ate a lot, drank a lot, slept a lot. Then Toby Esterhazy turns up. New suit, full of himself. Tells me the circus had nearly gone under because of Operation Testify, and I'm currently #1 leper. Control's out of the game, and there's a reorganization going on to appease Whitehall.
They sent Toby?
Yes, the little charmer. He told me not to worry.
About what?
My special brief, whatever Control had told me.
Did Toby spell it all out?
He said a few people knew the real story, and I needn't worry because it was being taken care of. All the facts were known.
Were they indeed?
And then he gave me 1,000 quid in cash to add to my gratuity.
Who from?
Didn't say.
Didn't all this strike you as a bit odd? No Inquisition. Toby throwing loose money around. After all, through you, the Russians had discovered the exact reach of Control's suspicions about a traitor in the circus. He'd narrowed the field to 5. And no one's asking you anything.
The facts were known, man. Toby ordered me not to approach anyone or to try and make my story heard. The circus was back in the road. I could forget Tinker, Tailor, and the whole damn game. Moles, everything. Drop out, he said. You're a lucky man, Jim. Forget it, eh? Forget it.
So Toby actually mentioned Tinker Tailor to you. However did he get hold of that?
That's what I've been doing. Obeying orders, forgetting.